flakiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Out of the gun, the inside give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Zings it complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw. It's Brooks. Pressure coming. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out. And the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sideline. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50. Third and long, on any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now, first and goal.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. To the air, it's Brooks. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he goes absolutely nowhere. The return will lose yards. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I think giving that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Oh, he's got some space. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You can't.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration.
Fires toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Brooks. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's at the top, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
On second and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Now the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Look to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Webb. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here.
Check. Come on, set.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Backed up now here, second and long.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
To the air on second down. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Gashing the D on the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Give to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. To the air, it's Brooks. The screen, and watch out. Looking for more room. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw again. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Here we go.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Webb. Caught near the sticks, it's Jones. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Rebels want to move quickly. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Touchdown, Oregon. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up, they take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner goes down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a...
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in down the middle. There he goes. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Ole Miss 6.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
Take over. First and 10.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Brooks. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up third down.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was 4th down, and they'll give up the ball. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to...
It's caught at the 45 on its way. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Number 80.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38.
First and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires left. Pulls it in. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wilcox. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day.
Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
Shield! Set!
They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the run, still looking. Trying to find his man in the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up. The corners are walked up tight. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
He got it. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. He lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Working that wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Finds his man open. Out of bounds, wide at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now on second down.
Cooler, 18. Cooler, let's go, let's go.
Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And now let's see what they come up with on third down after that incompletion. Finds his tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll get rid of it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff. Turning it on.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Edwards. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second.
He's got it on the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Line gets set, first down. To the air on first down. A Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
A loss of 6
We've
yards
seen this
on
defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge, he's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Coaches preach all week about physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Ducks will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Finds a seam. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open, and he's shown the...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. How about this defense taking one back to the house? This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now...
Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He'll try to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires into the end zone. Complete to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can unloads it downfield. Snags it down the right side. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it for a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. They just keep firing. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
36.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there.
First and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead and had a great day today.
It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing.
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, it's a pass. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now they'll try the right side. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And the Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give to the tailback. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Here's a heat. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Working the middle. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to pound it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
They're throwing for it on a two-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the field. Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's strong. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Brooks. Here's the pressure. And it's picked off for the third time today. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset.